Hello, Jen here. I'm just popping in quickly before I start the little video to say hello, see how everyone's doing, and just touch base with you all. A lot of people have been asking for some updates on our trip, so thank you so much for thinking of us. I have a couple minutes right now, so I'm going to give you this little hello and show you a little bit of the traveler's notebook that I've been working in and what I have done so far. Alright, so you're going to have to bear with my handiwork here. I don't have my tripod right now, and my boys are being so good over by the TV I don't want to disturb them, so I'm just going to do this on the bed. But I wanted to show you what I've brought with me. Bear in mind that this is a 6-week trip, so it's probably a little bit more stuff than I would bring on a shorter vacation. This is obviously quite full, and then I have this second bag here, but let me give you a bit of a tour. So my lovely sister, I asked her if she could sew something up for me, and I drew the design, I gave her the measurements, and this is what she came up with. This is what I have my traveler's notebooks in. And you can see it's absolutely full to the brim. It's definitely not meant for a 6-week trip, but I just love that she was able to make my design come to life. So let me show you what we have done here. So if we flip it over, here we have a pocket, and I filled it with tags, different kinds of tags. Here I have a couple of markers and just the branding strips on some paper. I thought that those would make nice little embellishments. In here I have just some word stickers, and I just picked random ones. I wasn't too picky. I figured there's enough still on these sheets that I should be able to find something that works when I need it. And then a few small letter stickers in different colors. And then I found this at Michael's. Everything was 70% off, so I grabbed it, and I just liked that this gives the case a little bit more stability. So I kept that in there. Then I have my Jane Davenport little pocket inserts. So I have 4 of them. So this one has some receipts that we're trying to keep and just some bits and pieces of paper. I have some sticky notes here. These came from Dollar Tree, I think. Yes, Dollar Tree. And they were in their planning section, but I thought that they were nice and they come in handy. In here I have some washi tape, just different. Here, I can actually move the camera. Just different strips of washi tape. They're all sort of vacation themed. Those are from Michael's, and they're also a planner item. And then they're just stuck in a book of washi tape, and I think this comes from Heidi Swap. So you can see here, I have that all in this pocket. And then I have the washi insert, so this was pre-cut to have washi tape in it. And then it also came with this stencil. I'm not sure if I'll use it, but I thought it was kind of fun, so I threw it in there. So I just wrapped some different washies that I kind of like, sort of basic ones, none that are too specific or detailed, but just pretty colors. Then on the back side of those pockets, I have a pocket here with just plain white paper, and this pocket has a few more stencils. And then this was part of that same collection from Michael's that was on for 70% off. So this says Let's Get Lost, and it just has these travel logs and different prompts. So I've sort of been using this to keep track of a lot of our stuff. The stuff that isn't relevant, or the stuff where I'm not going to be able to fill it in, I'm just going to put extra pictures and ephemera and stuff like that that I pick up. And I know I'm not going to fill the whole thing, so you know, I can keep it for the next trip, or I can add extra pictures, or we'll see what I do with that. So then this is one of the inserts that I made myself. It's using a bunch of scraps of paper and then a few pieces from the No Place Like Home collection from Wild Whisper Designs. And this one I kind of made specifically for our trip to Ottawa, or that leg of the trip, because we were there for the full week. And I mean, that's my home, so I wanted to sort of document that a little bit separately. So I'll show you what I have so far. I have the beginning of our trip. I have a few little extras that are sewn into the notebook, so you'll see those here and there. So the hashtag that we're using, GC Family Canada 150 Epic Road Trip. Our picture to say we're on our way. This is a stamp that I'll show you in a second. It comes from Close to My Heart, this stamp. So this ephemera is all just random stuff. I think these two happen to come from Chamel maybe, but there's just random ephemera in here. These stamps I watercolored, and I can show you. Oh no, I didn't bring those actually, sorry. I pre-stamped all of these and just brought them to cut out so that I wouldn't have to bring all of the stamps. But Close to My Heart has a stamp in this size. You can see it's a nice size. Of all of the provinces and territories, and they also have all of the states. So I have all of the provinces and territories, obviously, because I'm in Canada. So you can see here just a bunch of different ephemera. This is a card from Wild Whisper Designs. On the next page, just some more bits and pieces of ephemera. We went from Manitoba to Ontario. Here I brought a stamp set from Wild Whisper Designs, so it has the fox and my son Fox. They were playing I Spy, and as we're driving, it's all this like beautiful lush green forest, and they're playing I Spy, and the first thing he says is, I spy with my little eye something that is green, obviously. So we thought that was a funny story, so I documented that. All of this is stamps as well from that same stamp set, and I'll show you that in a second. And I'm printing all of these out with my zip printer, so the colors aren't quite as clean and crisp as I would want them to be, but for the Traveler's Notebook, I'm totally fine with that. And I'm trying to do a combination of scrapbooking as far as having the pictures and some embellishments, but also doing quite a lot of journaling. So I have that, and then I've ended on this side. We went for pizza. Our favorite pizza is in Ontario, and we're not super huge fans of the pizza in Alberta. So as soon as we got there, one of the first things we had to do was have some of our favorite pizza, and I had a Caesar, because one of my bucket list things is to have a Caesar in every province. So there you go. And then of course I'll journal about it up here. This is another card. These are some pictures that I'm gonna put in here of my kids swimming at the pool at my mother-in-law's house, and some water park fun. And then here I sewed in a few just hockey card pages to put in ephemera or whatever I find. So I've put in a few pictures here that I know I want to scrap. These are water pictures, so I thought maybe of doing some sort of shaker pocket with them. And then we'll just carry on from here. And then a little bit further into the notebook, so you can see I did some pattern paper and stuff as well. And a little bit further into the notebook, my family had a family reunion and a big birthday party for my grandma, who turned 80. So I got my family and friends to sign it. And I think there's that page, and there's a couple other pages where, where they've signed it and just left me some notes. So I thought that that was kind of a nice little extra bonus for this insert. So this will all be filled with our Ottawa vacation, and then moving forward now with our Maritimes and American leg of our trips, I have this insert with the flamingo. We don't have flamingos here, but I still thought it was fun. And then I also have this one that has lines on it. And I don't know, I might use both, I might use only one, we'll see how it goes. And then to finish off the little carrier case that my sister made for me, you can see here she's added a pocket. And this is where I put those pre-stamped images. So I have some Alberta left, and then I have some other black stamped images, just all sort of Canadiana. I have a couple clips for holding my book open. I have some more washi that matches the washi collection from all of this. I have just a few planner stickers that I thought were kind of nice additions. And in here I have a few enamel dots. I like the Stampin' Up! Ones, these little enamel shapes, because they're fairly flat, so they actually fit nicely in a traveler's notebook. And that goes into this back pocket here. And then I also got her to sew me, I don't know if you can see that, it just flips. I got her to sew me a pencil case. And inside that pencil case, and I just have pens, and I have a few little bits and pieces of small ephemera that I didn't want to lose. Some black and white versions of the stamps. So I threw those all in there because I don't want to lose them. And that is it for the little case that my sister made me. And then just because I know I'm gone a little bit longer than normal, I also brought this bag with me. So I have my zip printer and the extra inserts and the cords and stuff I need for that. And I have just a card for swiping some gesso and things. I brought a little bit of gesso, and I brought some glue and some water, and this is another glue. And I have the Canada stamp. Am I on the right side? Here we go. So that's that stamp that has the whole country, and then it has all of these really fun little Canadiana icons. And I brought two Wild Whisper design stamps. That one, this is the Strong and Free, so it's all sort of that Canadian stuff, home and native land. That's the fox I use, Strong and Free. And then I also brought, it's stuck there, there we go, their new collection for August, which is Out and About. And this one has a lot more of the travel theme, so I used the car and the It's a Huge World, Go Explore it. And then I have a little baggie with the different ephemera I brought. Everything I brought is nice and flat. It's just all die cuts from different collections, literally whatever collections I could find. I just pulled out anything sort of travel themed, anything maritime themed, because we're going to be doing a lot of beaches and the ocean and that kind of stuff. Anything I thought would work. So I threw that into a baggie, and then I just have a cloth here, and all of that is for my watercolors. So because I'm not bringing a bunch of other embellishments, I thought it would be fun to bring my mermaid markers and a couple of water brushes, and then my Jane Davenport colors. And again, this is the set that I combined, so there's a few Prima colors in there too. And it's just a nice way to add some fun and some color, you know, for titles or for coloring in the stamps, all that kind of stuff, without having to bring all your thickers and your wood veneers and those extra embellishments. In here, I just brought these little scissors. I just have this so that I can cover up the tip because they're quite sharp. And that's all I've been using for my scissors. I don't really need anything else because I'm not cutting tons and tons of paper. And then I have some tape runner I have my ink. I just brought black, but I've been using the watercolors for the times when I want a different color on my stamps. A couple of acrylic blocks, and I think that's it. Yep, so that is everything that I have brought with me for my crafting on the trip. And as you can see, I've been doing okay with it. I'm definitely not as far along as I was hoping I would be, but I'm pretty glad that I have had the opportunity to sit and do a few. And I'm still far enough along that I remember what it is I want to say about all of this stuff. So there's a few days coming up where I know I have a bunch of free time, because again, now we're sort of more on the vacation part of our trip, where we're not visiting family, we're just sightseeing and relaxing and that kind of stuff. So I know I'm going to have a lot more time to be able to craft, and I'm really hoping to have some time to do some process videos and show you what I've been up to. But for now, I hope you will be okay with a little quick picture montage of our trip so far. As usual, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below for me. And thank you to everyone who has been following along and asking me questions and sending me comments and questions, asking where we are and stuff like that. I really appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. So until next time, happy scrapping, everybody. Happy Canada150. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Made it to Saskatchewan. Gonna stop for breakfast soon. Rocket eggs and meatloaf in Saskatchewan. Is that hilarious? scrapbooking store in, and it was awesome. Thank you so much, ladies at Crop a While. All right, we are shopping for fabric.
I'm tempted to buy.
For Auntie Michelle, who loves fabric. Right, girls?
Yeah.
What have you guys been doing?
Nothing.
Nothing. They don't like buying fabric. It's boring. Okay, say bye.
Bye. Bye.
You're such a big help. Strawberries.
Are you recording? Because I'm talking to you. Too late, I'm already talking. You're going to have to edit me out in the post-editing that you do.
Bottle of water, bottle of just driving. I